Hello, and welcome to my first devlog for the game I've been working on for about 2 months. It's called K-Nifey, and it is a play on the deck builder roguelike genre. This game takes inspiration from Slay the Spire, the pillar of deck builder roguelikes. However, in K-Nifey, you aren't playing with cards. This game takes a similar approach to games like Peglin and Dungeon Crawler, where instead of playing a card game, you play a completely different game for their combat. In Peglin, you play a Peggle or Pachinko game. In Dungeon Crawler, you play a claw machine game. However, in my game, you're playing a mobile game called Knife Hit. It's a game where you throw knives at a spinning target, and your objective is to try not to hit a knife again. The concept from Slay the Spire is the same. You'll get some gold, and then you'll get a card reward. These card rewards could be anything. For right now, I just have one basic dagger type, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that, and it gets added to my deck. I hit confirm, and you can see here we have a procedurally generated map that you can traverse. However, obviously, you can see that I only have 2 levels spawning. That's because of a certain bug that I'll show you later in the video. However, that means I get to show you the best part about what I have today for you. The boss. So as you can see, the boss has a unique ability where instead of just having one target, you have 3 smaller targets that orbit around where that other target used to be. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay to get you to understand what this game might feel like at a larger scale. It is harder to see in this short demo, however I wanted to show off the system that I'm using to spawn these encounters. If you are unfamiliar, Slay the Spire has 2 types of basic combats, commonly referred to as hallways. There are easy pools and there are hard pools. The first 3 hallways that you take are from the easy pool, and the rest are from the hard pool. Cut to this. 3, 2, 1. I have a similar system in K-Nifey, although I still do not have conditions to switch from the easy pools to the hard pools, nor do I even have hard pools at this point. However, there is still functionality for an easy pool, a hard pool, and boss pools, so I can have multiple bosses within the same act. This will allow for easy expanding on the combat system with the procedurally generated map. Speaking of the map, let's get back to that. I mentioned that there was a reason that I was only spawning 2 levels to start with. That's because my current map generation is really flawed. This is something that I will fix. However, I was more focused on getting the actual combat mechanic fleshed out and to make that feel fun to play. To solve this issue, it's not all of that complicated. However, it would require a lot of refactoring that I just simply pushed off. Now that I've shown off my current progress, let's talk about what I will be adding next. There are still some core functionalities that I want to implement, like only the map button up here works, so I can toggle this back and forth, but you can't actually see the deck nor settings, which are kind of crucial to this game. The next core functionality that I want to implement are relics. If I go into this level here, you can see that there's a section for relics, but I don't have any right now. It's a core consistent thing for any roguelike, and they allow for power scaling that I really want in this game. Another missing piece are the potions. Potions are consumable power-ups that really add to the decision making that you can make turn to turn on this game. After getting those things done, I want to fix that map generation as well as get different types of rooms that you can go to, such as like a campfire type style or maybe some elite rooms. Since this is the first devlog in this series, I would really like to hear feedback about the progression that I have on the game so far. For gameplay, I really feel like I have a golden concept that I can latch onto. However, personally, I think the weakest thing about this game is the UI and the look of the game. It currently feels really flat and not as appealing to look at as I would like. However, I'm open to all types of criticisms, so I'm happy to hear whatever you guys have to share. That's it for this devlog. If you enjoyed the game and you're interested in following me on this journey, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Toodaloo!